Hello, you're welcome to So Precious Fertility and Lifestyle Hub. My name is Chika Samuels and I'm your host today. We've been talking about the fertility bad guys and it's getting interesting. In fact, the feedbacks we've been getting in the DMs, the engagement level has been up there because previous episodes people have been saying that it's eye opener. Even people that are not in the fertility journey, that have had a lot of learnings. It has reemphasized a lot of things and a lot of myths has been busted. So it's been exciting. We've been discussing the Fertility Culprit series and we are on the number 6. There are 7 of them. We started from number 1 to 5. So if you missed the previous episodes, click rewind. You must watch them because every information that we discuss here are building on top of each other. So watch them in the particular order and get the required information. If you're an urban adult, you are planning to nurse or birth a child or father one, or you are interested in adopting sustainable lifestyle choices for today's busy urban adults, and you're interested to maximize knowing how to master your fertility, to take charge of your fertility and own and earn your results. We help intending parents to achieve a more productive family building experience. If those are your interests, trust me, you're at the right place. So we're in number 6. And today we are discussing something very, very, very important. And it's there. It's just there in the life of most urban adults. It's in their face. If you're not involved in this, you have a cousin, a sister, a colleague, a friend that consumes alcohol. Number 6 on our list is alcohol. There have been a lot of conversations about alcohol. So it's a topic that we had a lot of insights being drawn in our new book, Getting Pregnant with Ease. If for any reason you've not gotten your copy, if you pre-ordered, you're getting it soon. Dispatch is already being planned to start shipping out to those that ordered. We have over 60 pickup locations all over Nigeria, and we also have orders that came out from outside Nigeria. We have delivery plans for doorstep deliveries. For if for any reason you place your order and you love to also get copies for a loved one, do it right away. Click the link and get right to it. So let's cut to the chase. Let's go right into what we're discussing. Alcohol is what we're discussing today. Alcohol is a teratogen. It's enormous damages, that it causes for an intending couple. Let's look at for the female. We're talking about Foetal syndrome. We're talking about tendencies of miscarriages, stillbirth, and heavy drinking in men also. We have scientific literatures that have proven that it reduces testosterone, it reduces the volume and the density of the semen, it reduces the libido, 60 seconds. It also causes, erectile dysfunction. These are things that people do not know that they are just dragging along. There was a post that I made a couple of weeks ago, and someone was asking, we're discussing a male factor, and someone was saying, I was discussing with a client. I was sharing in a post a conversation with a client in a one-on-one intervention session where we had, and one of the generic questions are, has your partner gone for seminal analysis to check his status? And she was like, okay. He's got a baby mama, so he's cool. She said, I think I'm the problem. So I asked her if we can persuade the partner to go for test, because you see, semen deteriorates over time, especially when it's saddled with lifestyles like smoking and alcohol. And lo and behold, we had record of the test turned out with records of low motility, low morphology, and even few counts. So in our book also, Getting Pregnant with Ease, we emphasized the essence of preconception test. It's important that even when you're praying, it's important that you know exactly what you're dealing with, so that you'll be more focused in your pursuits and your journey towards parenthood. So back to alcohol. Some studies talked about moderate drinking. They call it moderate drinking. They said a few cups, not more than 1 glass a day. It's just okay. Not more than 4 drinks a week. It's just okay. A client was telling me about how she, we're addressing critical factors that are standing between her and her child, having her little one in her arms. And she was like, oh, I love this there's this alcohol. It's just a little bit percent of alcohol, the lady's brand. And she's like, something light. Can I, after menses, have it? At least after my menstruation, I'm sure, you know, that she's not pregnant. So can she try it on? And I'm like, are you for real right now? Are you serious? You know, her ovulation, she doesn't even know when she ovulates. So when conception happens within the 6 weeks window, she may not even know. So it's something you don't want to toil with, you know, because of course, just so you know, for So Precious intervention, if you're dealing with us and you're working with us, no form of alcohol is permitted. Is this thing really important to you? I'll give you some details because there's no safe limit of alcohol. Trust me, anyone that is telling you that is keeping you longer in this infertile loop, longer than you should be. You know, it's harmful to the baby's brain. Have you ever heard of FASD? You can Google this all over the internet. Do you know that alcohol increases IVF failure by 2-fold? I'll tell you what that means. It means that if a consensus happened in IVF world and they say, okay, you need 3 to 5 cycles to have a healthy baby. Okay, adding alcohol to this equation increases your cycle to 6 to 10 cycles. Is this something you want to deal with? This type of number game is something that is not in your favor. So these facts are all over scientific literature. You know, a client was asking, okay, that can alcohol still affect sperm because her husband has gone for semen analysis and he checked out everything is just fine. Absolutely it can. We talk about DNA damages. It's difficult to ascertain, you know, but, you know, there are those, you know, someone asks, oh, but there are those that are alcohol and drug addicts and, you know, they are popping out children by the day. And my statement to you is this: if you know better, act better or seek help. Because you see, have you heard of epigenetic predisposition? It's different. The way our environmental factors affect each other's epigenetics predisposition is different. It varies from one person to the other. So it's not happening for you, at least, you know. So if you know better, seek help or you act better. I totally disagree with any form, any quantity, any safe limit of consumption of alcohol, especially if you're struggling to conceive. No matter how much people try to make it look cool, try to make it look okay, to excuse their behavior or to make themselves feel better, I totally disagree with it, especially if you're trying for a child. Because, you know, alcohol and hard drugs, they are teratogens, and, you know, simply put, they are to your baby what rat poison is to adults. Simple. So stop it. Make a decision. These are fact, you know, a critical factor that you need to identify if someone is standing between you and having your little one in your arms. Stop it. And, you know, replace it with healthier habits. Okay, if there are things that increases those inclinations, address them and you know, be on your way to a fruitful parenthood. So I'm sure you've learned something today. Please share and love and like this video and keep sharing it till it gets to someone that needs to watch and someone that needs to learn from it. Till we meet next time, subscribe, save the video, and engage me on our social media platform. Hashtag So Precious at So Precious Lifestyle. I'll be so glad to engage with you and to share learnings and know what you think about what we're discussing. Till we meet next time, keep living your best and keep enjoying your life. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.